Dear readers of the Astrodeha family, welcome to YouTube Astrodeha. We are facing perhaps the most important month of the year. March will be extremely intense, with energies that need to be paid attention to affecting our country and the world. Pause this video and take note of the dates I provide. We will start with the moon, with extremely sharp energies. First of all, on March 1st, the representative of love and beauty, Venus retrograde begins. We can correct the mistakes we make in matters related to relationships. It's also possible to repeat the same mistakes and face sad outcomes. On March 3rd, Mercury will begin its journey in Aries. Pay attention to March 12th. The Sun will conjoin with Saturn, the teacher of the stars. On March 14th, there will be a lunar eclipse filled with very sharp energies. In Virgo, we may witness scandals related to natural events, disasters, fires, earthquakes, political leaders, and prominent figures in our country and around the world. On March 15th, the planet of communication, Mercury, goes retrograde. On March 20th, the Sun will progress in Aries, and the Equinox energy will bring healing. I hope for each of us. On March 27th, Venus will be in Pisces. It will be enjoying its transit in your sign. March 29th brings a partial solar eclipse, and the energy of Mercury is filled with extremely important effects. So, how can we effectively use these sharp energies of March? My advice to you is to especially have confidence in yourselves, expressing yourself. It's not about separating, but moving forward within the framework of wholeness. While miracles and manifestation energy come before us with these challenging effects, we should think and act on how our own power, words, and thoughts manifest in our lives. Because a very divine form is manifesting itself in the sky and will affect our lives in a harmonious way. And if the strongest energies of the last 9 years are pushing us towards awakening, awareness, and recovery, after hardships in March, we need to use these powerful energies wisely. As March comes with such sharp energies, of course, it will have effects on the zodiac signs. YouTube Astro Genius. Don't forget to turn on notifications, subscribe, and share your zodiac stones in WhatsApp groups with you all. May the skies be your guide, and may your path be clear. Children of Mars, Aries, fasten your seatbelts. As your birthday season begins, you are greeted by a month filled with extremely vibrant energies from retrogrades, lunar and solar eclipses. You must trust the guide within you, or your heart. Silencing the noise, listening to yourself, and taking the right actions is entirely in your hands. It invites you to cleanse yourself from doubts, chaos, and the energies where you've forgotten to trust yourself. The sky is with you. You can feel the fire within you. Now, standing up and structuring yourself the right way should be your top priority. Venus begins retrograde in your sign starting from the 1st. Let's be honest, this is an energy that will shake you up quite a bit because this affects your values, your relationships. It's a very powerful influence that challenges you to examine how you behave in this world. Mercury will also join this energy a few days later, on the 3rd, and especially your thoughts and words will create a new level of vibrancy in your expression. Be ready to receive both positive and negative consequences of what you will do this month with the merging of the powers of these two planets on September 11th. I hope you can be among those who are rewarded positively from this transition. Otherwise, your job could be quite difficult. Dear Aries, especially apologizing to yourself, facing your fears, and the cycle of distancing yourself from people who have made you a commander of your own darkness with the energy of fear in your life. It's time to let go of the old, recognize your power, and take charge of your life. Now, on the 14th, the Virgo full moon, and the upcoming lunar eclipse will have a significant cosmic resetting effect in your life. Facing the issues in your life that you tend to ignore It's putting you under quite a bit of pressure, dear Aries. Your responsibilities and the way you take care of yourself are completely changing. You better be prepared to face it, because this confrontation will happen even if you're not ready. It will take you to different places. To make permanent changes, you either use this energy correctly, take charge of the task like a commander, structure your life, or fail. The choice is completely yours. My advice to you is to leave everything behind. It's time to act with the principle that water flows and finds its path. The sky will remind you of who you are. On the 22nd, the sun will meet with Venus. This is about your work-related issues, financial matters, and problems related to legal matters that will arise, where those who are honest will win. But among some of you, if there are those who commit injustices, it means they will be tested by the return of those injustices. I hope so. May you be among those who act with the principle of transforming these energies, instead of insisting on mistakes and carrying them to a lasting point. There are influences that will make your mind sharper, boost your confidence, and help you achieve stability in your work and educational life with your ability to express yourself. And of course, there will be a partial solar eclipse on the 29th. Please pause the video and take notes on these dates and share them with your zodiac stones. My advice to you is that the energy of change related to the things you dream of will start to take over. With the partial solar eclipse, pay close attention to how you manage things and how you direct them. This energy has overwhelmed you. You will feel it. Absolutely, but try to stay as calm as possible. And be around high energy people who keep you calm. Your effort, if you've lost your sense of reality, get ready to win. Because this month brings a lot of energies related to standing up for your truth. Venus children are Tauruses. March is welcoming you. Full speed ahead, the energies start from the very first day of the month with your ruling planet, Venus retrograde. The theme of this month is healing and balance for you. You may discover extremely important changes in your inner world. The energies invite you to slow down, take a breath, and allow things to flow naturally instead of trying to control everything. Take time for your self-care, both spiritually and physically. Nourish your soul with powerful transformations. Move forward with the awareness of what your reality has added to you. Reset yourself, reconnect with yourself on a deep level, building, staying in the flow without rushing. On March 1st, your ruling planet, as Venus begins its retrograde in Aries, it will awaken deep and powerful energy. Be ready to reset and free yourself from the struggles with the issues lying beneath the surface. Now, the energies are about evaluating your work patterns, releasing many things that weigh you down, and facing the truths you've been avoiding with your own desires, wants, and higher will. But from number 3, it is the planet of communication. Mercury, while moving through Aries, strengthens your dreams, thoughts, and inner dialogue, both emotionally and verbally. And it brings warning energies, urging you to be careful and to distance yourself from people who may cause mental distraction. And under these influences, if you're not careful, you won't be able to understand the messages that your intuition loves. You may not be aware of your seemingly well-intentioned enemies. Now you have learned the causes and effects of this. For your highest good, be among those who act with your highest consciousness. I especially recommend it to you. Meditation, prayer. Please take advantage of this energy to cleanse yourself from the energies that are pressuring you spiritually. And of course, Venus will meet with Mercury on the 11th. The universe will almost reset, purify, and empower you both spiritually and physically. And with this state of resetting, you will become aware of your own value. It's not about thinking or feeling, it's about integrating energies in your work life, your education life, your love life. It's time to bring things into your life. It's a cycle where you need to start figuring out what to hide and what to let go of. And on the 14th, the full moon in Virgo and the upcoming lunar eclipse will shake you up to focus on the things that make you happy. You've gotten so caught up in responsibilities that you've almost lost touch with the things that make you feel alive. When was the last time you went to the movies with the last person you loved? When was the last time you laughed? When was the last time you cried? When did you hold on to each other? Now, you will structure your priorities while facing these energies. I wish. Be among those who can move forward with this awareness without being shaken, without facing challenging energies. In matters related to your education, you will witness the experiences of those who hold you back, who cause you to act out of fear, and who feed off of that. Those who hurt you, who break and shatter your life journey, are starting their test, which speeds up your journey and causes you to steal from your own life. With the energy of the eclipse, stay in flow and acceptance, and don't show anyone more value than they deserve, as it may lead to the abuse of your compassion. The day after the eclipse, Mercury will start moving backward. Slowing down will hold reflections that require you to focus your attention on your work and your heart. Mercury retrograde is not meant to make things difficult or to hassle you, but to effectively confront the deep truths lying in your subconscious. Mercury children leave their first impressions. A month full of eclipses and retros greets us with full energy. Big eclipses and the equinox energy will transform and shake many things in your life. I hope you understand the messages from the sky correctly so that they reflect in your lives in the best possible way. Pay close attention to the signs around you throughout the month. Synchronicity is everywhere. The energies in the sky are strong, allowing you to transform your contradictions regarding your place in life and your social environment. Venus begins retrograde in the sign of the zodiac starting from the 1st of May. It awakens you to the point where you need to see the themes around connections, dreams, and the bigger picture of everything you've built. If your ruling planet is Mercury, it sends the message that you need to keep your ambitions in check as it aligns with the North Node in Pisces. Otherwise, the same mistakes and misconceptions may present themselves as major problems this time. To you, otherwise, the same mistakes and misconceptions may present themselves as major problems this time. Don't lose control. And Mercury will enter Aries, starting from March 3rd. This is especially with the conjunction of Venus. New connections, shared values, and reflections that will support your ability to showcase your leadership skills in your work and educational life. But on the 24th, the Sun and Mercury will come together. This is for you to solve and complete the pieces of the puzzle in your work, relationships, and education life that do not serve you. It will support reflections where you will demonstrate the will to distance yourself. New moves are more understandable in work-related matters and in your educational life. Energies will start to take control. I hope you use this energy wisely and evaluate it rationally to turn the stability you've lost into goodness, luck, and success in your life. Structuring new relationships. Reviving old relationships and bringing your reality into your life entirely by your own desire and will is possible under these energies. Transactions and resolving issues related to real estate are also among the energies reflecting to you this month. However, the lunar eclipse that will occur on the 14th and the solar eclipse on the 29th are related to legal matters and official administrations. It indicates that mistakes from the past may come to light, and that you might face consequences related to them. Stay in control. Try to structure your efforts with compromise. And in matters related to your health, especially between March 10 and March 23, it is important to act without forgetting that you are prone to infections. Oral and dental health problems can be a good thing. Having a specialist doctor monitor your health can provide you with great benefits. As Venus retrograde begins on the 27th in the sign of Pisces, it will start to draw attention to issues related to your reputation and how you present yourself to the world. And this is a cycle where opportunities that can make your career and life path more harmonious are also effective for you. How are you progressing? In which direction? It's time to review whether you have harmonious thoughts and a working environment for your long-term goals, as well as to finish and start anew. If you think something is going wrong, make sure to take the opportunity to correct your course and establish new connections during this cycle. Especially the new moon on March 29th, which will take place in Aries, and the solar eclipse that will happen. It will support you to take a step, but a step in your work or in your relationship. Don't hesitate if you say you want to see the value you deserve in the beginnings related to your desires and goals. Cancer's children of the moon, we are facing a month full of extremely important planetary transits and retrogrades. With these energies, new opportunities and challenges will affect you throughout the month. There are influences that will lead you to seek answers to what you want, where you're going, and how you can live the life you've always desired but haven't been able to. The planet of love and beauty, Venus begins retrograde in Aries on March 1st, and with this energy, it will begin to shed light on your image and all of your impact on the outside world, and make sure to clearly define how you want to reflect yourself in your work, education, and love life. To leave misunderstandings, tensions, stresses, and prejudices behind. If you want to restructure your goals, take a breath, focus, clarify your decisions, and move forward. Allow your intuition and actions to guide you, because with your inner strength, you will reset yourself at the moment you reach it. You will be able to prioritize many things in your life that you have postponed due to your burdens, fears, anxieties, and regrets. And this energy, it can take you from point A to point Z. In your work life and education, please make sure to evaluate the opportunities that come your way in the first 10 days of the month correctly. And on March 11th, Mercury and Venus will meet in Aries. This meeting will start to bring significant developments in matters related to your career and family life. Presenting your thoughts is an excellent opportunity for the recognition of your work. Additionally, reconciliations and resolving issues and problems within the family will be supported by this energy, helping you move forward with every step you take. A very important lunar eclipse, especially on March 8th and the 14th in Virgo. The energies will help clarify what benefits you and what is useless in expressing yourself and in matters related to your ideas. Expect this eclipse energy to bring clarity to uncertainties regarding plans, contracts, and especially your short-term goals related to moving. However, it's a day for being cautious about falls, collisions, injuries, and accidents, as well as the following week. The sky is warning you to be extra careful. The next day, Mercury will go retrograde, and this won't be a slowdown for you without reason. Instead, it will help you focus by finding balance. If there are revisions regarding issues related to realization or healing, conversations, and plans, it makes the energy of completing deficiencies and mistakes effective. My advice to you, under this energy, there may be problems related to your vehicle or phone. I recommend that you review every possibility that you have considered doing but neglected and take the necessary precautions. The sky is warning you to be careful, especially regarding your phone and computer. You are facing a cycle where you will be freed from the doubts you have about yourself, your thoughts will become clearer, and you will be able to end friendships that do not serve you, as well as so-called friendships. And under these energies, my advice to you is to notice many things that you may have overlooked in your work and financial matters. The interventions you will make, the attitudes of seeking justice, can lead to gaining many things that you think you have counted. And of course, on March 29, 2025, there will be a partial solar eclipse in Aries. And with this solar eclipse, Neptune's mystical energy will also come into play. With Neptune entering Aries, revolutionary events will significantly impact your life. It will start to become effective. After experiencing a loss, let your awakening be both material and spiritual. High awareness will guide you towards jobs and relationships where you feel more selective and secure. And under these energies, move forward, knowing that the universe is strongly supporting you to take steps and progress. A March full of lions, children of the sun, eclipses, and planet retrogrades that will bring you wisdom and deep healing welcomes you. Especially if you're feeling drained, stay aware that the eclipses and retrogrades, the cosmic changes, will bring compassion, success, and peace into your life. Starting from March 1st, the planet of love, Venus, will begin its retrograde in Aries, and this transit will spark your curiosity about how much you've expanded your personal development horizons. In fact, it will force you to awaken. The events that come your way and the natural flow of the universe will bring you to this point. It's not just about answering superficial questions. It's effective for making important connections related to what truly nourishes you, communicating and distancing yourself from many things that disturb your peace. Now, and Mercury in Aries on March 3rd. As it begins, opportunities, important discussions, conversations. It can happen in a rush. Don't act to get caught up in this. Understand that these energies are here to test you. Never rush. Think about what is important. Move with the awareness that no door will open for you infinitely. Opportunities will arise, but don't let things that seem like opportunities distract you from your values. And especially from the 9th onward, pay attention to your intentions, your conversations, and your mental and verbal activities. In your work life, in your educational life, you will start to reflect the value that will be appreciated. Opportunities, collaborations, and growth-oriented gains regarding energy are waiting for you, and especially the tense energies related to your financial situation and self-worth are bringing new opportunities where you will start to free yourself from feelings of being stuck. While doing these, pay attention to confidentiality, and please try not to lose sight of the fact that you need to proceed without rushing with a rational approach. If something slows down or falls apart, remember that you are a part of this process. And be aware that when you manage Mercury retrograde correctly, the energies that nourish you will present themselves. If there are events where you are struggling financially and legally, unexpected information and data that you never anticipated will come your way to help you break the games being played against you. Unexpected energies will lead you to victory. Dear Leo, stay in the flow. And on the 20th, with the sun's movement in Aries, the energy of Equinox will help you grow and use new perspectives in an exciting way in every aspect of your life. You are facing a cycle where you can break free from the ordinary and pursue every kind of influence that nourishes your heart with positive reflections. And as Venus continues its retrograde in Pisces, starting March 27th, personal care can become your number one ally. My advice to you is to prioritize your emotional health. Connect with the heart of the fundamental human within yourself. Don't let anything throw you off balance. It's the perfect time to put an end to your relationships with people who thrive on chaos. Finding inner peace starts with loving yourself, dear Leos. And the eclipse that will take place on the 14th will influence financial matters, helping you to let go of a scarcity mindset and step into the abundance that awaits you, occurring on March 29th. With the partial solar eclipse, the energies at play will bring much more than just setting new intentions that will change the flow of your life. The eclipse is a cosmic supporter, Hasnatas, to help you align with the bigger picture of your life, to overcome the energies that scare you, and to seize the exciting opportunities that come your way. In your work, the energies will support you in your love life, allowing you to free your heart regarding love-related matters and truly succeed in being a couple, in being us. The children of Mercury, Virgos, are starting the season of eclipses with a March retrograde. Now is the time to ground yourself, to breathe, and to put an end to the energies where you need to stop infringing on your own rights. The energies are dominant in the sky. Because the lunar eclipse will occur in your sign, it will shine a spotlight on you, allowing you to heal, patience, consideration, compassion for yourself. You are in a phase where you need to show yourself. It has the power to pull you out of dark wells with reflections rich in sharp energy transformation. Venus, the planet of love, has started its retrograde in Aries. You will be shaken by energies that require you to be honest with yourself, especially regarding your close relationships, shared resources, emotional connections, and power dynamics. You should reflect on whether you are balanced in what you give and what you receive during Venus retrograde, because this period, while not very comfortable, is an energy thought that prepares you for a better and more harmonious future. Especially students, evaluate your goals and the opportunities that exist correctly. Don't hesitate to fulfill the responsibilities placed upon you. Don't let it be that you lose. Don't let it be that you fail. Act wisely as stable energies greet you regarding your work-related matters. And especially as Mercury begins its journey in Aries on March 3rd, discussions about trust, intimacy, and boundaries may arise. My particular advice to you is to let Mercury, your ruling planet, sharpen your thoughts and clarify your needs. In some way, it will make you more combative regarding issues related to rights. If you manage this energy correctly, it won't be surprising to see great successes coming your way. And on March 11th, Venus will align with Mercury, gaining strength. You can expect significant breakthroughs and positive developments in your personal life, especially regarding financial matters. This energy is both bold and extremely transformative. You will find the strength within yourself to let go of anything that makes you feel stagnant or unbalanced. Now is the time to fight, to reflect not the fears on the surface, but the fears from the depths, and the power that exists within you into your life. And of course, there will be a full moon and a significant lunar eclipse in your sign on March 14th. Your identity will awaken your awareness of how to reflect your personal development to the world. You will feel a strong energy of honesty to evaluate where your life stands in terms of how you meet your needs and how you prioritize your well-being, what benefits you, and what brings harm. It's time to take ownership of your power, to recognize your values, and to let go of the old fears and anxieties you have about yourself. Now get ready to reflect the best version of your new self into life. The next day, Mercury starts its retrograde in Aries. It's especially important for you to slow down and focus on emotional energy changes. The energies that make you feel unbalanced, stemming from the anxieties of what you give and what you receive, can be gathered to reflect your true self. In your relationship, don't forget that you can solidify the excitement and trust you've built and take it to a much stronger level. All right, Virgos, it's your turn. Make wise use of this energy. My particular advice to you will take place on the 20th. With the Sun's transit in Aries, the equinox illuminates issues that require honesty and courage, allowing you to examine and clarify trust, boundaries, and your financial and emotional relationships with others. Evaluate the energies where you need to draw the line correctly. There are significant energies at play for you to distance yourself from old fears, the trend of toxic relationships, and all the factors and negative thoughts from the past that weigh you down. Those who have hurt you emotionally will be facing the consequences under these energies. Venus children, Libras, or eclipses, retrogrades, the equinox, and your ruling planet, Venus, are welcoming a very dynamic month as it begins its retrograde on March 1st. But peace, abundance. No matter what happens, love and emotional developments that serve your true desires are also coming your way. Trust in the divine system. Stay in the flow and in acceptance. As your ruling planet Venus begins its retrograde, your close relationships and partnerships will gain importance. Are you in a relationship that you value? Do you have mutual respect and harmony? You can put a stop to the things that make you feel your relationships are out of sync. With the maturity gained from the damage experienced in past relationships, you can manage the energy to build your happiness on solid foundations in new relationships and beginnings, with a more selective and rational approach. A few days later, as Mercury begins its transit in Aries, positive energies are coming your way in your work life. Important ideas, new sanctions, your bright ideas and new formations are at a point where they can increase gains and respect. In matters related to education, don't stay in the background, be in the foreground, demand your rights, show yourself, make consciousness your priority, be noticeable, and don't alienate yourself from the fact that success will find you when you struggle, not where you sit, in order for your ideas to be accepted. Especially with Mercury's transit in Aries, because Aries is your opposite sign. There may be tensions in family relationships and treacherous dynamics with friends. Don't share everything that's happening in your personal life with your friends. Unexpected losses can shake your reputation and family dynamics in your work life in ways you never anticipated. Be careful, as the year's first lunar eclipse will occur in Virgo on the 14th, and with this eclipse, karmic energies will bring up the emotions you've suppressed in your work life for confrontation. Fears, subconscious patterns, and emotional intensities will reflect as energies that you need to heal yourself. To you, what did you do wrong out of fear and anxiety? What misunderstandings and tensions have you been tested with during the full moon days? It's time to transform these. However, during this eclipse cycle, make it a priority to be honest with yourself, especially by reflecting the messages from your intuition. In your life journey, strengthen yourself in a centered way with the values you hold. The ruler of the eclipse is the next day. Mercury is going retrograde to activate issues in your life related to unresolved emotions, old patterns, and the emergence of hidden truths. Let everything come to light. Everyone should let go of the stones in their pockets. Let the stones fall and act knowing that your wound will heal from where you were broken. Let everyone be ready to face the consequences of their actions. Under these energies, as the sun begins its transit in Aries on the 20th, the spring equinox will empower themes like making clear and correct decisions regarding your love life, growth, and renewing yourself both materially and spiritually as you step into the next journey of your life. In your lives. And on the 27th, your ruling planet Venus will start its retrograde in Pisces. Are you giving yourself the care and value you deserve? Have you ever made excessive sacrifices for others and infringed on your own rights when you were exhausted? In your love life, did you silently allow the person you thought you loved the one you imagined in your head, to hurt and break you. Hearing, thinking about, evaluating these things, and establishing boundaries will activate new and positive energies in your life. For the children of Mars, Scorpios, March will be a month filled with extremely important planetary transitions, where it's not about waiting around, but about taking action and transforming your life. Upcoming lunar and solar eclipses, planetary retrogrades, and equinox. It will support you in releasing many things that are draining you, making room for what is more important. Even if you feel pressured physically, emotionally, spiritually, your focus will be on creativity, enabling you to effectively move forward with the energies that support you in your business world. As Venus, the planet of love, begins its joyful journey in Aries on March 1st, you will find out what useless energies you have tested yourself with. In retrograde, what commitments have drained your energy, your time, your labor. It will awaken the energy for reevaluation, restructuring, and regaining many things you've lost. When Mercury enters Aries on March 3rd, especially Aki topics related to your work, your habits, and daily interactions, as well as relationships in your professional life, new ideas, and reflections where ongoing issues in your work and education can suddenly be resolved. Things can progress quickly. Mercury will be the key to decision making, so my advice to you is to try to focus on making the right decisions, even while rushing. And on the 7th, the Sun in Pisces will boost your motivation and courage, forming a very positive aspect to your ruling planet, Mars. And these transitions will support you in completing and resolving serious issues in your work and educational life, as well as initiating discussions that can get your projects approved. Especially my advice to you is, if there are things or relationships that are not going away, the conversations you will have under this energy, your demands, your requests, your expectations, your rejected thoughts, it will allow you to be accepted. And if you manage this energy well, think of this as a cleansing cycle. The things that develop against you will allow you to grow positively. The first lunar eclipse of the year will occur in Virgo on March 14th. This will be especially effective in freeing you from the excess burdens of people's expectations around you, your responsibilities, and the weight of those who don't take responsibility. It's time to stop trying to be everything for everyone. The universe is reminding you of this. You can't be everything for everyone. You need to be open to reevaluating words that need reassessment, redefining relationships, and adopting a new approach to visions. This eclipse will bring significant awareness in terms of understanding who is truly on your side and who intends to take more than they give, which will lower your energy. To you, these influences will show you what nourishes your time and energy and what disrupts it. And Mercury is going retrograde the next day. And this retrograde will particularly involve the aspect formed between the North Node and the Sun, and it will occur on the 20th, Equinox energy. Taking action will be effective in facing the routine cycles of the habits that make you who you are. My advice to you is that you have a warrior spirit, handle problems wisely to balance the noise in your mind. You are facing energies that require extra caution regarding signatures, moving, and changes in your residence, especially in matters related to abroad. When making decisions, it's important to assess whether the obstacles in front of you can be overcome using your own intuition and experiences before taking action, rather than relying on what others say. Staying away from jobs that are coming to an end will help prevent you from getting hurt and make it easier for you to make healthy decisions. The children of Jupiter are Sagittarians. March will be an extremely important month, with the equinox, lunar and solar eclipses, and planetary retrogrades. What is it, that you particularly need? Self-love? Love. Are you tired of being in relationships that make you feel unhappy and that you struggle with the issues? In this sense, even if you're dealing with disappointments or feeling emotionally disconnected from your family, be ready to open the doors to an incredible cycle. The planet of love, Venus, will start its retrograde on March 1st in the sign of Aries. It will guide you to evaluate how you express yourself. What are you particularly focusing your energy on? Money, work, or relationships? What are you spending your time on? These are impulsive decisions. It will awaken you to avoid going to extremes and to act without forcing something that isn't there. The next day, the Sun will form squares with your ruling planet Jupiter, strengthening everything. Pay special attention to the commitments you've made. In your work, in your relationships, in your educational life, unexpected disruptions are on the horizon. The sky is warning you that you may experience setbacks. And as Mercury begins its transit in Aries on March 3rd, you'll feel more passionate and will regain the energy and motivation you lost to start new things. Especially until March 12th, the angles between Saturn and the Sun it's warning you to think about what it means for you, your sense of belonging. What are the events and situations that support your growth? And at this point, what situations are you being tested in? Saturn is for you. It's filled with energies that require discipline and responsibility. Be ready to receive the rewards of your boring and disciplined work, both materially and spiritually. Changing jobs, structuring new things, a challenging relationship. Don't hold yourself back from repairing the fatigue it brings. And on March 14th, the year's first lunar eclipse will occur in Virgo. This is an eclipse that will affect your reputation and your path. It will help you structure your long-term goal, and especially the universe will clash your potential with the right energies, no matter why you're running away from it. Under these energies, trust yourself. Bring up the things you want to do and the things you've been putting off. In matters related to your career, energies are at play that will allow you to take the lead in your educational life. Problems related to inheritance may find a resolution. If you're on the right path and approaching things fairly, this eclipse will help you progress. But if you're in a mindset where injustices are always about you, always affecting you, the energy of the eclipse can also trigger shocking energies in your life. Stay away from making ego-centered decisions. The next day, as Mercury enters Aries, you need to redefine your strategies. You shouldn't act on impulsive decisions. Contracts are warning you to think carefully before making long-term commitments regarding negotiations and terms in your work life. My advice to you especially is to be careful with your computer and phone. Information and data in the hands of people with malicious intent can be used against you in ways you never imagined. Stay in control. And with the Sun's transit in Aries on the 20th of the Equinox, you will start to reap the benefits, ite, of being able to evaluate your responsibilities and act with self-respect. However, under this energy, people who speak recklessly can cause tensions in your friendships and personal life. You should act with the courage to reveal the truths, not with the fear related to the words of these people. Children of Saturn, Capricorns, March will be a month where the first eclipse of the year and the influence of significant planetary retrogrades will be felt. My advice to you in particular is that there are energies in which strategic evaluations will be extremely important. You should make decisions that align with your highest good, protect your energy and health, and especially trust yourself and your instincts more than ever. The month starts with the retrograde of Venus, the planet of love. And this retro house, your life, your family dynamics, and it will confront you with the truths you've been avoiding in the unstable relationships you are living. Unresolved tensions, past relationships, old wounds may resurface now, and this energy will require you to redefine what comfort and security truly mean for you. The things you dismiss and insist on holding on to affect the lives of those who truly love you. What kind of wounds did it create? Be prepared to receive both positive and negative responses to the sensitivity or insensitivity you show regarding issues related to them. And Mercury will enter Aries. Starting from March 3rd, conversations and thoughts will add urgency to your decision-making process. But my advice to you is, quick and impulsive decisions can trigger energies that will hold you back in work, education, and financial matters, leading to regrets. Move with as much confidence as possible to assert yourself, but don't move forward by burning bridges under this energy. Burning bridges is something you should never do. It may cause you to face sanctions. The sky is warning you not to overlook things, and Mercury will also align with Venus on March 11th. In emotional and physical matters related to family, you will start to question yourself about what is ready to crumble that you couldn't build. You will now realize that nothing is as simple as you think. Don't make blind decisions. Be honest while provoking in your relationships. Act with an awareness of what could be gains and what could be losses regarding the things you invest in. Focus on the feelings and people that will serve your long-term well-being and eliminate the others. The first lunar eclipse of the year will take place on March 14th. Get ready for an eclipse that will change the way you see the world. You will step outside your comfort zone. Your habits and beliefs will bring you different perspectives on the overall picture of your life. Your ambitions have brought you from one point to another. In what way did deep clarity of thought heal you? Stay away from stubborn approaches. Holding on to old thinking patterns. Free yourselves. Stay focused on learning and change. Mercury will start its retrograde the next day. Home renovations, legal documents, and travel plans may cause issues related to sensitive projects. In front of you, you need to pay attention to delays. You should act with caution to avoid disappointing yourself. You should move forward by checking everything twice, improving your strategies, and verifying everything. Be very careful about who you trust. In your work relationships, as well as in your friendships, you need to pay close attention to whom you give your trust. Then, on the 20th, the equinox will begin in Aries. You will feel ready. You will be able to structure many things that you dislike waiting for and have been postponing, especially there will be a growth energy coming from the benefits you receive from people who think like you. And while Venus is continuing its retrograde in Pisces on the 27th, it will align with Neptune. Issues related to the past may come up. Oldie messages, thoughts. It may come to light. These can be both positive and negative. During this period, it will definitely be beneficial to have an analysis of your birth chart done and to manage the energy of this transition correctly. Okay. Uranus chases children, and we are greeted by a March, where we will witness the significant planetary retrogrades and the solar eclipse occurring in the first month of the year to you. The energies will reflect back to you, wanting you to transform fully and deeply, not by avoiding your feelings, but without judging yourself. Growing and progressing is not always necessary. Small changes can lead to big. It can take you to a completely different point as successes. The planet of love, Venus, goes retrograde in Aries on March 1st. And this energy always will be effective for you to reassess your communication style, how you give approval to love, and whether your words, actions, and values are consistent. Old discussions, conversations, and unresolved issues with family and friendships may come to the surface. Creativity and self-expression will also manifest as significant energies in your life. But whatever decision you make, it's not the time to rush into decisions under these energies. Allow everything to flow naturally in your specific relationships. Starting from March 3rd, Mercury will encourage bold speeches, especially it will make you more impatient to receive new ideas and guide you to speak more accurately than usual. But speaking without being ready can lead you to become a prisoner of what you say. My advice to you is to pay close attention to your words. Not everyone can move with your words. Honesty doesn't always mean being outspoken. You need to maintain this balance. And when the Sun aligns with Saturn in Pisces on the 12th, it will be effective in matters related to self-worth, stability, and your resources. If you are ignoring some truths about your money, your confidence, and your security, you may face unexpected confrontations. Instead of reacting, let's structure and improve your effort. And an extraordinary full moon, as the lunar eclipse occurs on March 14th, trust and transformation will be extremely powerful energies shaping your life. Get ready for a new cycle in your work life, love life, and education life. For you, in your work life, in your love life, and in your education life, get ready for a new cycle. My advice especially to you, this energy is effective for what your discomforts are, letting go of attachments that do not serve you in financial and spiritual matters. Experiencing the birth from 7 while living. And on the 15th, Mercury starts its retrograde in Aries. This energy can lead to misunderstandings and cause you to suffer material and spiritual losses due to thoughtless decisions. Dear Aquarians, be careful. Instead of getting angry, taking a step back and checking the information for the first time before speaking will protect you from extremely negative energies by keeping you away from impulsive decisions. On March 20th, the Sun will move into Aries, and the economic sector will bring the positive reflections of a new cycle, a new beginning in your work life and love life. After the places where you've been shaken, you'll be able to make the right decisions and reflect them in your life. But make sure to clearly determine how you should take your steps. And as Venus retrograde begins on the 27th in Pisces, your energy, where are you transferring it? Did you receive the rewards you deserve, both materially and emotionally? Your time, your skills? Don't you have an identity? Is it being considered? It's time to pause and reflect on these things and transform the reactions you have towards these events. Take the time to think before making financial and relationship decisions to your insights. Without being confident enough to be a guide, don't make decisions, because on March 29th there will be a partial solar eclipse in Aries, and immediately after that Neptune will start its transit in Aries on March 30th. You will start to experience important developments related to speaking, sharing ideas, communication, and learning through travel. When Neptune is in Aries, be careful of illusions and scams. These ideas can also bring strong reflections, but they can also make you a target for scammers. If you don't want to experience hardships caused by misinformation, you need to be careful. The mystical children of Neptune, Pisces, the season of eclipses and your birthday season has begun. You are in a month where you will encounter signs that will help you move away from your worries, illuminate your path, lead you to true happiness, and guide you towards success. As Venus goes retrograde in Aries on March 1st, it will prompt you to reflect on your personal resources and the things you value. It's not about finances. What have you invested your time, energy, and emotions in? And have you received anything in return? What are the things that bring you emotional happiness and those that make you unhappy in your sustainable relationships? It will invite you to make many decisions that you've been putting off. The sky's with you. Avoid focusing on and making financial and emotional decisions based on temporary emotions, impulse spending, and overcommitment. Otherwise, you may find yourself tested by events and situations that will give you a headache. And with Mercury, the planet of communication in Aries, especially on March 3rd, your thoughts and conversations will become clearer. The directness of your words may offend some people and cause misunderstandings and tensions in your business life. You may be held back from reaching your goals. You should act without reacting quickly and calmly. If you make long-term plans, you will succeed. On March 12th, when the Sun meets Saturn in your sign, you will feel at peace in terms of being determined about what you want to achieve and what you want to move away from. If you are avoiding important things, Saturn is inviting you to this confrontation. If the mistakes made by others and heavy energies have worn you out, now is not the time to escape from these energies, but to face them. Take yourself seriously. Stand up, distance yourself from the burdens that make you miss beautiful moments. And on March 14th, the year's first lunar eclipse will occur. Whether it's a romantic or a work relationship in Virgo, this eclipse will bring to light unspoken, unresolved, and imbalanced issues. And you may need to decide who will stay in your life and who will go. This is not a cycle of major change and transformation in your life, freeing yourself from the weight of miscommunications and the wrong people. Mercury, the next day. When the retro energy begins, it will invite you to make smart decisions to build your work relationships, education, and personal life on a more solid foundation. Take advantage of the opportunities. You seize the opportunities. When it comes to your health, there are energies that will help you heal, so don't ignore these energies. It's time to give the necessary importance to your health, yourself, and your experiences. And in addition to this, Bharti, a major shift in the course of the Sun and Equinox in Aries on the 20th. You should also analyze what keeps you standing, what you invest your resources in, both materially and spiritually, what longevity, jobs, and relationships you create, and the situations in which you feel pressured and forced to act like someone you are not. And as Venus retrograde continues its course in your sign on the 27th, you will reassess how you feel about yourself. How do you show the love you give to others, to yourself? What energies make you feel alive and happy? You should take what is valuable from the past. You need to let go of those who weigh you down. You have been deprived of everything that is in harmony with your true self. Now is the time to gather these things together. And on March 29th, a partial solar eclipse will occur. It's a cycle where you will structure your self-worth and stability, especially in work-related matters. You will find value in many things you doubted your ability to achieve your goals, and you will feel important, leading to success in your work and education. However, while there are positive energies in your destiny, old doubts will be left behind. Newtown possibilities will support and guide you when you pay attention